Good.
Yeah, first want to say really appreciate the fans that braved the elements and came to the game, specifically the student section who had their shirt off the entire game. I'm not sure how much they're paying for tuition, but they're getting their money's worth for sure. Really appreciate the sacrifices that the fans made, our athletic staff, all the people that put the game on, game ops, obviously really tough out there with the weather, and had a great environment. I felt like really good environment. Our players really fed off of it, and I thought we played one of our cleanest games, best games of the year. Congratulations to our seniors, those 21 young men that had an opportunity to carry the rock off, one of the great traditions that we have here. So really proud of those guys. And with that, I'll open it up for questions.
Eli, I know there's been times this year when the red zone you've been kind of frustrated, but what Luther can do, the way you can kind of find them the ball like you did a couple times tonight, like how does that kind of open up those options that way?
Yeah, I mean, he's just got a knack with the ball in his hands to make some plays. I don't think we even blocked him up exactly the way they're supposed to, but when he gets his shoulders going downhill, he's really tough to tackle. So you got to continue to do that.
What does it mean, for you as a coach to see those seniors be able to get that rock and have this type of win?
Yeah, when we came off the bye week, that was our goal, was to make sure that these seniors had a chance to carry the rock off the field. And, that was important to us, and it's important to them, and they had an opportunity to do it today. And it's a challenge. The weather, you look at college football today, a lot of games that didn't go exactly the way everybody thought or expected, and people played down or didn't play as well as they possibly could have. And so the challenge for our team and our seniors was to play to our standard and not let things outside of our control, whether it's weather or the opponent, dictate how we performed. And I thought those guys really did a nice job of that today.
How big was it for Barrett to set his career receiving yards from his last Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, it's an awesome thing. I know Barrett's been, has been a really unselfish player for us, and watches other guys go out and get a lot of plays designed for them, and he just kind of shows up and makes big catches on third downs and does a lot of things right. So very appreciative to him, and it's something he'll remember for a long time.
Did it look like McGuire, Hopper, Charleston, KD, Bannister all got shaken up at some point in the game? And any update on any of those guys?
Yeah, Isaiah didn't return. Hopper didn't return. Who else did you say? Charleston didn't return. Kay didn't return, and Bannister didn't return. So I'll have to get with the trainers. I knew they weren't going to be able to come back, but nothing to report. So.
You had a chance to play a lot of guys who either hadn't played much or hadn't played at all. I mean, even if it's only a handful of series, does that make a difference in development to get them on the field, or is it more of, hey, a reward for they put in the same amount of time a lot of these other guys have?
No, I think it's a real opportunity for them to develop and see, what playing in a college football environment's like, and how fast the speed of the game moves, and what's handling their nerves. And I thought some of those guys handled it really well. I thought some of them didn't, to be honest. I think there's some guys out there that probably didn't take advantage of the opportunity the way that they needed to, and they're going to look back and point out, and we're going to point out on tape, maybe they were huddling back next to the heaters too much instead of having their mindset on the game. And so that's a maturity issue that we got to continue to correct. You never know when your number's going to be called, and when it is, you're expected to perform at a high level, not just go out there. So it's something we'll definitely look at to correct. Yesterday, I wasn't pleased with the way some of those guys who had their opportunity responded.
Who were some of the guys that maybe that you did like what you saw?
Well, I thought Jelani Williams did a great job after Joseph went out. He played the pretty much the rest of the game, and obviously had the big turnover. Daylan Carnell did a nice job. I think Jalen Marshall got a tackle there late in the game. That's all right, man. So I thought, some of those guys did some good things, but, there were some other guys that had great opportunities for tackles for loss to make plays on third down. We didn't do it, so they're going to have a chance to watch the tape and figure out maybe their mindset wasn't right or they weren't ready to answer the bell.
How big was it for the defense to kind of bounce back and do that after Tennessee game?
Yeah, I mean, I thought they played okay. I didn't think it was as clean as we wanted it to be. I'm not sure we had a 3 and out all night, so, just being on the headsets, I know that we weren't pleased with some of the things that we were letting out. I didn't think our zone coverage was very good tonight. Let them convert 8 of 16 on third down. So we did a nice job of keeping them out of the end zone and forcing turnovers, which is always good. But, they were 2 for 2 in the red zone. They were 8 or 16 on third down. So there's a lot of things got to get cleaned up before Friday. I know that.
Because it is a short week and you're playing for that 6th win, I mean, is there any – do you move on any more quickly from the – is your message any more, hey, forget this sooner than you would any other game?
No, I mean, credit's hard to win, and so I'm not going to shortchange it. But, I think our staff will be in pretty early in the morning to get going. We'll skip the Sunday, but our players deserve the opportunity to enjoy it, and we'll get them in here tomorrow at 6 and get ready to put this one to bed and get on to the next one. But, no, they earned it. They worked really hard. They need to enjoy it. Coaching staff, on the other hand, they got till about 7 a.m.
Coach, this is DJ Coleman's 6th game, half sack, 7th game with half tackle for loss. I mean, he was put in the starting lineup a couple games ago. Can you just talk about his development and what he's been doing to just keep playing better and better?
Yeah, I think he's an example of taking advantage of every opportunity. His production while on the field has been really, really good, and so it's, earned him an opportunity to play more. And he left a few plays out there today that he's going to be the first to tell you that he really is upset about. But he really works hard. He practices hard, studies tape. He's a guy that's on a mission, and he's fulfilling it right now.
Ryan Hoerstkamp got his first start of the season, obviously had a touchdown. How do you think he did?
Well, first career target, first career touchdown. I mean, he's going to be in Brady's ear all week about being a touchdown maker. So, no, I think Ryan's, ever since the South Carolina game, just continues to take advantage of his opportunity and answering the bell. And we need some of these other guys to see that's the same thing they need to be doing. So, really proud of him, and obviously a great way to cap off that catch. It was probably about 30 yards after catch too. So that's always nice to see.
Brady had a really solid game tonight, especially with weather conditions. I mean, any thoughts on his development?
Yeah, I think he's played his best 2 games 2 weeks in a row, and he continues to get better. I thought he made some great decisions on third downs. I thought he made some great decisions. We were really aggressive early, trying to throw the ball down the field to try to get a lead, and I thought he did a great job of not forcing it and taking his check downs, and then obviously did a good job with his feet, running, whether it was split zone read or quarterback draw. So it was another good performance. He's got to continue to build on it.
Does playing in 15 degrees or whatever it was, did that take away anything you wanted? Does it change the approach of the game plan at all or not?
We practiced outside on Tuesday and on Wednesday, and honestly, I think Tuesday and Wednesday were colder than it was today, especially with the snow that we had on Tuesday morning. And so I thought our guys were aggressive, and we told them we weren't going to change that. We were not going to let the weather dictate our game plan. We would respond to it if we felt like we needed to, and didn't really feel like we did. I thought they actually did some things differently than we had seen on tape as far as playing really soft coverage, playing more odd drop 8 than we kind of expected. And again, I thought Brady managed that well, and then our offensive line was able to create some seams running the ball.
Are you happy that Brady finally started sliding out there?
Well, it was so cold. I think he was smart enough to realize that he probably should do that. It was really going to hurt when they hit him. So.
Eliah, pick 6 for Daylan Carnell today. How much has he progressed this season? How impressive you?
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that is always around the ball. I mean, he is always around the ball, and his production is really good. And it's it's kind of a strange deal because he plays behind a really good player in Martez. So you take one off, and you wish you could find a way to get them both on the field at the same time. But which we do in one of our third down packages. But Daylan's done a really good job. He continues to develop and continues to be a real force there on the defense side of the ball.
Anything else, Coach?
Eliah, what you kind of see from Cody Schrader? Obviously comes out for 70 yards, had that one drive where I think he rushed 7 of 8 plays. Now, what'd you like from him tonight?
I mean, Cody's the same guy every day. He runs really hard. He protects the football. He protects the quarterback. He had 2 catches, I know, both for third down conversions. Caught a run route on an empty play and caught a little swing pass, on maybe the second, third down of the game. So, or second drive of the game. I mean, he's Mr. Consistent, which is why he's such a good player and why he's so important to us.
It's one of the most important focuses if you kind of turn the page kind of quickly for the coaching staff to get ready for Arkansas.
Yeah, I don't know yet. We'll have to figure that out in the morning. I mean, I haven't spent any time on him yet, so it'll probably be, I don't know yet. We'll have to get on to them tomorrow. So, yep.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, thank you.
Coach.
Little trouble slowing down there before you hit the track?
Man, when I got through the end zone, he punched it out. I wanted to make sure I got in. Running full speed, just turned around, slipped on the track.
What'd you say on that one?
We seen that formation all week in practice, drilled it. So as soon as number 3 ran the slant, ran under number 2, ball was there waiting on me. And after that was all end zone. All I see.
It's been a couple of weeks since the defense last got a turnover, and you get 2 in the second half. What's it just kind of like to get that off your shoulders tonight and get those 2?
It was real good. I was actually kind of more happy for Jelani's pick than mine. His first pick on senior night, so real happy for him and just real happy for the defense in general. Good performance by us. Hopefully we carry it over till next week.
Even following Martez Manuel as far as position-wise,
Mhm.
obviously it's senior night for him. What has it meant to you so far in your career?
Martez has been big, especially in part of my development. Just learning from him. He's a very experienced guy. I mean, played here for 4 years. Man, tremendous guy, tremendous leader. Really can't thank him enough for what he's done for me and just this team in general. So, Martez, one of my guys for sure.
Before you kind of played all over the defensive back and played safety,
Mhm.
but to settle into the star spot, what has that been like for you this season? You kind of found that position and kind of settled into the star.
It's been a process, especially starting from the spring. I just really grew into it. Really just a fun position. Coach Baker always tells me it was made for me with my size and my ability to tackle and cover and be in the box. And so, real fun position. Love it.
How important was this game for the defense with such a big game coming up?
It was a real big game. Wanting to get back on track, get that bad taste from last week out of our mouth. Really wanted to come out and really do what we've done all year. Try our best to play a complete game. So.
What's your talk among underclassmen, just non-seniors, about helping the seniors get a rock and a W?
That was the main focus all week. Make sure the seniors get their rock. So that was a big focus for us all week.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Back-to-back games, been playing some of your best football. Is there something else different that you're seeing or that you're feeling out there?
No, honestly, it's just very similar. I'd say, things are just starting to click. The offense is starting to click. And just some of those plays are starting to hit. So, I think we've played pretty consistent the past couple weeks offensively. Obviously, still stuff to improve on, and looking forward to getting back into it tomorrow.
Brady, Barrett's
Yeah, I mean, that's just chemistry. That fourth down right at the beginning, that's just backyard football at some point, when you hit the scramble drill. So super excited for him. Really wanted to get him to 100, but I'll take 91 for tonight.
Brady, I'm sure you've played in cold weather before. Was this different than anything you played in?
No, this wasn't too bad, really. Once you get out there and you're running around and doing what you do, it goes away. But when you stand around on the sideline, it can get a little chilly.
I've actually been having like long sleeves or a shirt. I asked Martez earlier in the week, is he that type of guy? He said he had nothing to prove.
No doubt. I just think, offensively, if you carry the football, that's more valuable than sleeves. And, just risking anything with a fumble or anything like that, it's just not worth it. So unless it's like some crazy negative degrees, I probably won't wear sleeves. So.
Brady, I know earlier in the year you guys kind of struggle in the red zone, but what does Luther allow you guys to do? Just give him the ball and let him do something now, like a touchdown tonight?
Yeah, it just allows us to execute simple plays, get him the ball, and just let him do his thing. Some great blocks on the perimeter, and yeah, just great calls. And obviously when you get Luther the ball, and you can do stuff that makes you say whoa. So.
Brady hit a couple slides tonight. Was that just the cold that it's gonna hurt more?
Oh yeah, just got to take care of my body a little bit better. Just trying to take care of my body a little bit better. Let's put it that way.
Did you go a bit further than you expected on one of them?
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of surprised on how open some of those were. I was like, man, it's a lot of turf I need to cover.
Brady, I saw guys carrying Jack Abraham off on the sideline at the game. What is that guy meant to this quarterback room, especially the entire year? Maybe not got the snaps he wanted, but still.
I mean, he's been awesome. He's been my roommate every Friday night at the hotel. We've grown really close. That dude's a team player. He's just, enjoying the journey. This is his last couple weeks of college football. So I made sure, and I told him before the game, I was like, hey, like, you're going to get in tonight. Like, I promise you that. And yeah, he's just been awesome all around. I've really enjoyed getting to know him.
Forrest played a little bit more than he has recently this week. What did you kind of see from him, and so that's kind of glimpse of what he can do in the future?
Yeah, I think he's really talented, and he's quick, and I think he's going to be a big-time player. So super excited. I know we connected on a pass play, and I was super excited about T-Man.
Brady, what's it like just going to the north end zone after the game and seeing those seniors just in that moment and get the rock? And for you, what does that kind of mean?
Yeah, I think it means more to me than it has the past 2 seasons, just because that moment's getting closer for me, and I kind of understand what those guys have been through, what it means to them, and obviously, just seeing everything those guys have been through, everything they've done for the program. It's super special, and I sure as heck tried to make it special for them tonight.
How quickly do you ship to Arkansas with the shorter week and everything at stake?
Probably like tomorrow, right when I wake up. Yeah. So probably pretty early.
Brady, what was it like connecting with Ryan for his first career catch and touchdown?
It was awesome. I was like super excited when I saw that, because I didn't expect that play to score. And like he turned on the Jets. That was super impressive. I was super happy about that.
Curious, a lot of young guys got to play for the first time tonight. You obviously had that experience a couple years ago. Even if it's a series or two, does that make a difference to get out there in a game environment?
Yeah, it does. It really does. Just before you go out there for the first time, you're really nervous, and it's like this thing just lurking over your head, and like you've never been out there. But once you're out there, it kind of gets knocked down. Your confidence goes up, and you start playing like you're used to. So I think that's huge to get those guys in there and that experience.
What did you see out of Sam when he got his first college snaps?
What'd you say?
What did you see out of Sam Horns when he got his first college snaps?
Yeah, I just told him, hey, like, make sure you catch the snap first and do your thing. Like, dude, you're going to be fine. Just go out there and ball out just like you always do. And yeah, he made some great throws, and yeah, I was super pumped to see him get in the game.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Luther, coach said he thought maybe the 2 touchdowns weren't even necessarily blocked the way they were supposed to be blocked. Is that just kind of, are you just improv once you get the ball in your hands there?
Yeah, man. When I get the ball, I'm just trying to score, man. Put points on the board. You know, help my team out the best way I can. So, yeah.
What was it like after playing so many games within 6 points to kind of be able to sit on the sideline in the fourth quarter a little bit? I mean,
It felt real good, man. I mean, you know, the young guys got a chance to get in the game. Sam Horn, first game. So, I mean, that was the plan, you know, today. So, that was good.
Luke, I think that's 8 touchdowns for you this year. I mean, do you feel satisfied with your production? Or you feel like you could have done better through 11 games? Or where are you at with it?
I honestly feel like I could have done better. But, I mean, 8 touchdowns is cool. I mean, I'll take it.
What are some of the ways you can see yourself improving?
I feel like I can improve everywhere. I mean, you know, I'm never going to stop working, so until I get to where I want to get to with this. So.
Is there any area of your game from like beginning of the season to now you feel a lot better about?
Probably blocking. Yeah, I didn't feel like I was, you know, a complete blocker, you know, coming to high school. So I feel like my blocking has gotten much better.
Your stats have gone way up here the last month or so. Do you think some of that is just you are blocking more, you're out there more, or what do you think's earned you a little bit more playing time?
Probably the way, you know, I carry myself throughout the building. You know, I'm always on time, always locked in. So, you know, I'm about business. So that's probably why.
Obviously, the business changes very quickly going to Arkansas. But how fast do you kind of move on from this game to Arkansas?
I mean, we could. I'm going to enjoy the win tonight. You know, get back to work tomorrow.
Luther, what does it mean to get the seniors win tonight?
That was, you know, the main goal this week to get the seniors that rock. So, you know, I had 2 seniors in my room, so Barrett and Toski Dove. So, it's real important for, you know, to get them guys to rock, because, you know, them guys took me under that wing when I first got here. So, I'm glad we got it.
Luther, is there anything that those 2 guys in particular kind of taught you as you've gone through your freshman season?
Mainly, you know, just you know, how to carry myself, and you know, just trying to put me like basically in the leader role. So, because you know, when they gone, I'm gonna have to step up next year. You know, take control. So that's mainly it.
Dominic Lovett at one point this year says that you play angry from start to finish. Is that true, and what does that mean?
Yeah, I play angry because, like, I mean, I don't know. That's what drives me. You know, just when I get mad, you know, that means I'm locked in. So if I ain't mad, I ain't locked in. So.
So if you happy, that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
And when's the anger stop? Like, does it hit you like in the
What?
tunnel on the way out? You're good. Or?
Nah, it pick up when I'm coming out.
Are
Yeah.
you one of these guys that like makes up a reason to be mad? You know, I mean, do you have to pick something up, pick something out to kind of get you going?
Nah, I just be mad. My whole mindset is to get mad. Yeah.
So does something like a 15-degree night make you more angry?
Yes, definitely, definitely. Appreciate it.
We close out Ryan Hoerstkamp. Go questions when you're ready.
Ryan, first target, first TD. How did it feel? What did you see when you play?
Man, it felt great. You know, being a kid from Missouri, grew up, always dreamed of doing something like that. And, you know, I didn't come in tonight expecting that, you know, just come in, try to get a win. And, you know, I got it. And when I saw the play, I thought, you know, the play was dead or something. You know, I was like, there's no way there's this much space. And sure enough, there was. And I just kept going. I heard someone say, "Go score," and I was like, "Say less, I'll go ahead and do that." So might have to. Me and Brady, we've gotten a lot closer over the last few weeks. Me playing with him, and definitely after the South Carolina game, we've gotten a lot closer. He's helped build my confidence a lot more too. I feel like, being the SEC, there's definitely ups and downs, week to week, and it's just kind of staying confident. That's the biggest thing.
What do you think that has got you on the field the last few weeks?
Just doing a lot of things outside, practice and stuff, like watching film and things like that. And I've had great teammates, great people coaching me. I've had a lot of great, like DP last year, for example, Nico. They just set a really good example. Messiah and all those guys, and even Kibet Chepator, Sean Hendershot, the guys that are playing right now. Those guys work their butt off, and that's always fun competition. Tyler Stevens, all those guys. Every single one of those guys, we push each other. We have a good time. We have fun, but we know when it's time to work, and we know we had times this year where people might have thought that the tight ends, weren't doing their job. So we just continue to try and improve and do what we can.
Ryan, Coach Drinkwitz said since the South Carolina game, you've really been taking advantage of your opportunity. How do you feel like you've been doing that?
I just think after really the South Carolina game, I got a lot more confidence. Coming into the year, I wasn't sure what my role was going to be, and I wasn't really sure throughout the year. I just try to buy into whatever role I had. There's different times where I was filling in for different positions just because we had short numbers and stuff like that, and just trying to get my role. And then when I had a role, something I really thought I could do, that built a lot more confidence. And that's really the thing, with college football. I feel like everybody's good. Everybody came here for a reason. It's just if you're confident in the way you play. So.
Brady seemed kind of surprised by your speed after the catch there. I mean, is that something? Obviously, we haven't seen you run with the ball in your hands, but is that something part of your game that we can see?
Man, my coach from high school will tell you I was slow as anybody, but he always told me to unhook the trailer when I was running. But no, I just saw open grass, and I heard someone say go score, and I was like, I'm not falling down, nothing. So.
What read were you even on that play? I mean, do you expect when the ball snapped that you might have a chance to catch it?
Yeah, throughout the week I got the ball a few times in that play. We rep a lot of plays a lot of times. So I wasn't going into the play thinking I'm going to be the main guy. But the ball comes to me, I'm going to have to do something with it, being my first catch. And, I have to make sure I catch the ball. That's the biggest thing. A lot of guys, get a little nervous and stuff. So.
You mentioned before that people kind of talk about tight ends, but you kind of hear the voices maybe tight ends aren't doing their job. How do you prove them wrong, and does it feel good to kind of prove them wrong?
Yeah, definitely feels good. We definitely just come in every day and work, A lot of these guys, like Kibet Chepator, for example, he was a former walk-on. He's worked his butt off, and I feel like everybody just working every day, getting in there, trying to do their best, pushes everybody, and everybody's potential, just keeps raising the bar.
Obviously, when you kind of mentioned, like the voices outside, do you take that personally when you hear people pass?
No, there's a lot of, I don't know, no. You don't listen to the outside noise. They don't understand. People don't understand what you go through. People don't understand what's going on the field, off the field. They just don't get it. So, and the guys in this room, and Coach Drink's done a great job this year making sure everybody stays together. Everybody understands that, we're in this together. There's a lot of people that talk things and say things, We know what we can do. We know how to, we just know everything about each other. We just, done a really good job this year. So.
Ryan, you played in the bowl game last year. Since then, where have you seen sort of your game improve the most?
I've just been working a lot in the weight room, trying to get my weight up. I'm not the biggest, I don't have the biggest structure in the world, so, you got to put in the extra work and stuff. And I just, saw how the Army game went for me. That hurt a lot. I know there's a lot of guys on that field that were hurting that night. We had a lot of missed opportunities that we could have capitalized on. So it's just really been getting back to work, that blue-collar mindset. So just clock in, clock out, all that stuff. So.
Brian, what was it like to be a part of senior night and everything for all the seniors?
It was great, man. I feel like last year, when it happened, last year was senior night. It was a great night as well, but it just was like I didn't really understand everybody as much as I do now. I didn't get everything that goes into it as much. Being a freshman, you're just trying to find your spot on the team. You're trying to find how you fit in. And like Kibet, for example, he's put his everything into it. He didn't even play football in high school. Came to college first time playing football, and he was a starter in the SEC. That's not. No one just can do that. You have to put work in. You have to put a lot of hours in, and he's done that. Felt good carrying those guys off. So. Thank you, guys.